David Van Bogelen, a.k.a. Kliq, this podcast's favorite. Kevin, SHAQ said only Dennis Rodman was ever able to guard him and shut him down. Ignore all the antics off the court. Where did Rodman rank, in your view, amongst the top players and defenders of all time?
One of the great,
I grabbed a lot of boards, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think that because he didn't give a shit about scoring, that he was able to really shut people down. He was one of the quickest I've ever seen as far as jumping and then touching the ground and going back up to the exact same. Bernard King, when it played at Tennessee, and I used to watch film of him, and Bernard King was the same way. Bernard King was maybe 6'6", maybe 6'7", but I think he was closer to 6'6". But Bernard was like that, where Bernard could jump 5 times to most people's 2, and he would jump the same height. And Rodman, you could just remember Rodman would always almost play volleyball, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, and then grab the ball. He was always in better condition, and that's in anything. If you're playing against somebody and they're tired, and you're not, you're gonna fucking kill them.
Right. Remember, Larry Bird said you always rest on offense, never on defense. So is that the key to grabbing 12 boards in a game? More than position, it's just the resilience of continuing to go up and over people. And
I always thought, it was very important because I was big and strong, for me to block out.
I was going to say, you can box out somebody.
If I could box out an area, But I used to sit so many times, before the games, I would watch whoever their scores were, the guys that were going to be shooting the majority of the shots, and I would watch where they took their shots from, and where in that particular building their misses were going.
Right.
So it's almost like it's like playing Battleship. Set up and know, okay, if he likes to shoot from that corner, elbow, he likes to turn to his right. He seems to, if he misses, it seems to go off right, and then, just go from there.
Right.
I had to cover McHale when he was at Minnesota. And
right.
I did a good job. I beat the fuck out of him, man. That was back when we had 2 refs.
So you see a lot of it.
Oh fuck, man! I was so. There were so many people that said I was such that fucking Nash is a dirty fucking prick and all this shit. I'd be like, oh well.
So when he would post you up, he had that that double move and that under thing. How did you?
I knew I wasn't. I knew with his arm length, I wasn't going to block his shot.
Right.
So there's no reason to leave your feet. All you can do is see where he wants to get the ball, and by me being stronger than him, push him
out. Yeah.
Push him 2 to 3 feet outside of that.
Right.
And that's going to change. If it changes 7%, his percent for the game, it could be the difference. And they had Trent Tucker was on that team that played with the Knicks, the fucking bomber.
Is he still in the office? Because
McHale? I don't know.
How
about we haven't talked about LeBron passing Kareem for the all-time scoring?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So is he the greatest of all time?
I saw an Instagram post, and it had a picture of Iverson.
Mm-hmm.
It had a picture of Magic. It had a picture of Jordan, and it had a picture of Chamberlain, and it had LeBron in front. It said, LeBron James has more steals than Iverson, more assists than Magic Johnson, more points than Jordan, more field goals than Chamberlain. That's a pretty fucking
Wow. Yeah, when you put it that way.
You know?
It's hard. It's such an intangible to say, because you have to be position specific a little bit too, right?
I just don't.
Is a center ever going to be considered the greatest of all time?
Well, I mean, in my top 5 players, I've got 3 centers: Shaq, Chamberlain, and
Kareem.
Jabbar.
Yeah.
You know, people that put Hakeem Olajuwon over, you know, Shaq or I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Like, obviously, people didn't watch Shaq.
No. Nope.